Hey, welcome. Rob Welch here, your smart home security expert and AlarmGuard ADT authorized dealer. Today I'm going to be going over a frustrating situation for many people, and that is having trouble with your doorbell camera. Now, maybe you've went out and bought a standalone doorbell camera for your home, or you wanted to add it to your existing smart security system. Now, there's a few things that can go wrong, and when that happens, again, it's very frustrating. So, there's two things that either one, the doorbell camera is not working. It's not working at all. It's not connecting to the app, and again, you just can't get it to work. Or two, it's working, but it's not connecting properly. Sometimes it drops connection. It has a choppy or not great picture. Or one of the worst things is someone rings your doorbell and then 5 minutes later you get a notification, which is no good. So I'm going to go over right now a few things to check for, which you should do before you really get the doorbell. Now, one is you want to make sure that you get the proper doorbell camera for your home. Now, the ADT doorbell camera, the Skybell for Brinks, and also ADT, a lot of doorbell cameras you need to actually have an existing doorbell at your home, which means it needs to have power. Now, some doorbells don't need existing power, and you can get as a standalone, and it's battery operated, and you can switch out the batteries every few months, and that's great. For that, I definitely recommend the Ring Doorbell 2 that has all the existing equipment for that. But for some, if it's not working, make sure that it needs power, and that would be a major reason why it's not working. Two, if you do have an existing doorbell and it does need power, you need to check to make sure you have a mechanical doorbell. And it might sound silly, but the easiest way to check is you ring the doorbell and it goes ding dong. That means it's a mechanical doorbell. Now, I do have to add in one thing because I got fooled with this one time. If it goes ding dong, but you can also change it to play Santa or Christmas chimes or a dog barking, then you have an electric doorbell, and that won't work properly. For some reason, some doorbells add a transistor where it'll allow the adequate power to get to it, but you might need an electrician if you have an electric doorbell. So you're just going to run into problems if you just have an electric one. So again, make sure you have a mechanical doorbell. 90% of people do, but that's a situation that could happen. Now, besides that, the number one problem, this will segue into it not working properly, is the internet speed. 80% of all issues is going to be your internet. So first, you need to check your internet speed, and the best way to check that is download Ookla Speed Test on your smartphone or iPad. Let me show you. It looks like that. It says Ookla Speed Test. Connect it to your Wi-Fi, and we'll run it. So it'll test your Wi-Fi speed. So what the first test is going to do, it's going to show you it's testing your download speed. And download speed is great for streaming movies and Netflix, but it has really nothing to do with their cameras. We're more looking for upload speed. So after this finishes, one second, now we're going to be testing your upload, and that's what you want to look at. So right now it's about at 4.5. So what you're looking for is a minimum upload speed of 2 megabits per second. So chances are, if you're having a bad experience or it's not connecting, you're going to look and see your upload speed is like a 0.5 megabit of upload speed per second. Anything 2 is minimum. 3 to 5 plus, you'll have a good experience. So if you have 5 upload speed, normally if you have a good internet service provider and you're paying decent money for internet, you're going to have at least 5 upload speed and you'll have a great experience. But now the second thing is you could have great internet service and speed, but if your signal strength outside of the house by the doorbell is not strong, then you could have the fastest speed in the world and it's still not going to work properly. And that's another thing you want to check. Another app you can download is Wi-Fi status. That's a free app, and you want to connect it to your Wi-Fi. go to the area you're going to put a camera. So in this case, you're going to go outside, shut the door, and check the speed right where you're going to put the doorbell camera. So we're going to check that right now. And that shows green and it shows max. So basically you're checking the dBm and to see the signal strength. Now you can refresh it. And it'll say updating signal. I didn't pay for the app. So it's a free a little promo there. But basically you're checking, it's never going to say max, I would say, but it might say fair or good. If it says good, then you'll know that you have decent signal strength out there. And if it says, if your camera's not working properly and you go check and it says poor, that's the reason. Now there's a couple solutions you can get. Spend like $40 or $50 on a Wi-Fi extender or a booster, but really that's just boosting a crappy signal and extending it. The best, and I mean that sometimes works, but the better bet would be to spend a couple $100 and look up and get a Wi-Fi mesh network. I'll create another video about ones I recommend, and what that does is it'll create super strong Wi-Fi throughout the entire house. You can actually spend even more money and create super strong internet throughout outside or around your whole home by your pool, which is great. I mean, they can, like I've said in another video, they can beam Wi-Fi a couple miles away. So those are the two main culprits, the Wi-Fi strength and the speed. Also, you want to make sure how far away your router is. If your router is on the other end of the home, that will be a culprit of why your signal strength would be low, and you definitely would need some type of Wi-Fi mesh network. The other one is for connecting. Make sure when you're trying it's on a 2.5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. Most doorbell cameras I know of only work on 2.5 gigahertz. That gives it a longer range, and some are coming out now with the 5G. But again, most of them check that you're not trying to connect to a 5G network. That just won't work. Let's see. I think I'm getting more confident, and I hope this helped. Any comments below? If you have any questions, I would love to help. Again, a doorbell is a phenomenal product, very simple and easy to use. Follow some of these tests just to make sure before that you get your doorbell, and it'll be a simple and a breeze to install it and put it on your app. Hey, I hope this was informative, and hey, have a great day.